What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this is not the Plastic Power Podcast. This is a special live episode.
Whoa!
The misdirect right there. Oh my goodness.
Wow, buddy.
How is
So
everyone
used to
doing?
it. I'm doing good. Oh, wait, you're talking to people that are joining live.
I know. Okay. I'm just checking to make sure everything's working right now. I hear me. I hear you in the stream. We are good. We are rolling. How is
Yay.
everyone doing this fine day?
How is everyone doing? Super Figures, what is going on there, buddy? How's
Super
it
Figures, how you
going?
doing? Welcome.
Super Action
So
Figures.
we got some. So basically, for this video, we're gonna talk about some controversies right now with some figures. So you can see right
A
over
little
here
bit of chit
on
chat.
this side of the screen right here. We got the SH Figure Arts Broly. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. You know what? Let's just go ahead
New
and
World
start.
Order.
Let's just start talking a little bit about that Broly. So. A lot of people are upset right now that the SH Figure Arts Broly, which was originally $70 when it released, like, I don't know how many years ago, like
Yeah.
7 years ago or something like that. $70 when it came out. Reasonable price.
Yeah, released a while ago. Yeah.
Now the figure is $90, which,
Woo!
what the heck is going on? Okay.
And that's not even counting. That's not even counting the shipping.
That is not counting the shipping.
So
So when you're adding in the shipping, this figure is going to be $100 when you go ahead and get it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is
Oh shit.
here's the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold said so. Sorry, I had to do
it. We are not in the same time period right now. Just we're not, and the figures have just gotten way more expensive than it otherwise would be.
Yeah.
Like, I get why some people are annoyed at the pricing with Broly. And to be fair, we're talking about this company. They probably could have made the price go down, but I also I don't see what looking at things is just like with the way that they've been doing things right now. It's just natural for things to have been like smaller. What are you doing on your phone?
That is called no, I'm laughing. A super figure said that's called inflation.
Exactly, inflation.
And
Thank you.
it definitely is called that. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. So it just went up, and how the prices are, everything went up. If that Broly did sell today, that's how much he would most likely cost. Sadly, but
yeah.
I mean that's how the world works.
At least, especially like when it includes United States. But the thing is though is that yen. We've gone over this conversation before in that the amount of yen that it would be versus the United States dollars. Like yen is actually not as valid. Like it has actually decreased in value to where the United States dollar is actually worth more than yen. So it's like if it's like $1, it's probably like, I don't know, 4,000 yen. No, no, sorry, not 4.
Well,
yen.
if something's like 8,000 yen, it's like 65 bucks.
Yeah,
It
but
used to be like 80.
Yeah, but now Premium Bandai is like, for the longest time they've been making it to where if it's 9,000 yen, it's $90, which doesn't make any sense. But they've been doing that for a while, and it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, whatever, we'll take it right now. But I think I think that actually is the bigger reasoning as to why the figure is $90 currently right now, rather than this just being inflation. This Broly figure is just highlighting a problem that has been around for Tamashii Nation for a while.
How much was the full power Super Broly? Wasn't he like 75 when he retailed?
I think so, yeah.
Because he's not that much bigger than the Z Broly. The Z Broly is a little more like bulkier, but not that much,
Yeah, I don't think that there's that much of a difference. And that's the reason why. Like, I'm pretty sure that Broly came out at the time before Premium Bandai. So that's why that figure not being as expensive and such as this one. Again, this Broly is just highlighting the problem we've been dealing with for a while now, and so that's why it's not inflation. This is Tamashii Nations not knowing how to do math.
Yeah. Yep. It sucks, but I mean, that's gonna. I knew he wasn't gonna be as cheap as he originally was.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, if we've been able to accept that going into this line, then this should also be acceptable by that logic. But I don't to be honest, for the longest time, I don't accept it. The only figures that I would think is actually worth spending $80 on would be like something from Toys and Arts, like this Trunks figure, for example. This figure's
Yeah.
like, it deserved its worth. Whoops.
Yeah, it's not, that figure isn't even $80 with shipping. He only cost me 78 and change, so he wasn't even $80, which is awesome.
78 and change, basically rounded up $80.
Yeah, but technically it wasn't $80 if you want to get
Oh my goodness.
technical.
So technical, my goodness.
But yeah, it's and tell you the truth, man, this is probably one of my favorite Dragon Ball figures. Like Tonson Art's really like I like this better than every Figure Arts Trunks figure.
Yeah.
Tell you the truth,
And
this thing is really good.
honestly, Beast Deities had been around for a while, but with them like now basically confirmed to be going out of business after the release of the
Yeah,
Broly, and one of the variants of Vegeta, they might be
yeah,
I would probably say that they're at that point. Like, even though they haven't been around, they've only released a few figures. They might be at that level where they can succeed over Beast Deities.
yeah. Beast and Tonson, I feel like are making like some of the best Dragon Ball products in 6-inch 1/12 scale at the moment. Tonson, thank God, is still going to keep making stuff. I'm very curious to see what's on their workstation table next.
Mm-hmm.
The Kid Buu I didn't get, but
You can still
the
get it right now.
Trunks, yeah, he's in stock right now in Omnime
Hobby
store.
Model store.
Oh, that one too. But yeah, I guess they got their second. Excuse me, their second batches in these retailers.
Mm-hmm.
But like Kong Studio stuff, like their original Kong stuff, all that stuff just drastically went up in price because out of print. Now with their Beast Deity stuff out of print, they're just gonna secondary market prices are just gonna skyrocket like crazy. That's what sucks about that too. So if you missed out on any of those, you're either never gonna get them, or you're gonna be paying a pretty penny for them. That's why it's good to like jump on some of these pre-orders. And who knows how much longer Demonical Fit can get away with making Dragon Ball figures before they have to shut down. Because remember when they almost did that one time, and we I think we did an episode on it, right?
I don't remember. I don't recall Demonical Fit ever getting to the point where they were shutting down.
Well, there was. I remember there was something that Tamashii Nations. I remember they posted like Tamashii Nations was like trying to sue them, but they didn't. They didn't like give a shit. I don't know how they got around it. I don't know. Maybe they're in a different country.
Maybe that's like I'm not 100% sure, but I do think that Demonical
Yeah.
Fit at some point Demonical Fit like split up into numerous companies. That's why we have Black Hole Toys as well.
Yeah.
Black Hole Toys is a figure line that has so much potential. I would think just from the simple releases that they're doing with like it's a figure and then they have like a unique sculpt for the hair, but then
Yep.
it feels very amateurish and so bootleggy that they just give you incomplete faces for all the alternate
Yeah.
and they keep doing that even with their most recently released like the manga colored Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
Doing that.
Maybe they don't have specific team members that demonical fit have. Super Figure said, "Yeah, the high price." He said, "Yeah, the high prices are why mostly. Wait. Yeah, the high prices are why I mostly collect the Naruto line. Currently, not going to dive into other lines unless I see something for dirt cheap.
Like
What's
Luffy's line.
though? Yeah, I mean they're not dirt cheap. Like Luffy, yeah, they're doing. I mean they're under $100 unless it's like a big figure like Kaido or something. But like besides the main characters with the $35 price tags, Goku, Vegeta, Luffy, Tanjiro, Naruto, and so on, the other characters like Zoro and Sanji or Giyu and Nezuko, they're like $70,
Yeah,
which
that's true,
is
but
decent
then
price.
there's still also like those Walmart variants of those figures like Sanji and Zoro.
Oh, the best selection, yeah.
Yeah, the best selection with like less accessories.
They're like $40. Yeah. And I think they're actually doing that with the not the Awakened Warrior, the
3.0 Super Saiyan Goku?
Yeah, the battle damage one.
Yeah, they did do that.
Yeah, you saw they're doing a best selection
I'm
of
still
that.
waiting for them to do that. I'll grab one of those, just for more bodies.
Yeah, they did the best selection for Itadori Yuchi from JJK, but you have to go to the Tamashii Nation's pop-up store. So I don't mind them doing like the best selection stuff if you're gonna make them a little bit more affordable. Like, look at when they did the superhero line. Pretty much all of those figures, the main ones, Gohan, Piccolo, Goku, and Vegeta, were all $35. So I do love when they do that stuff. Yeah, you're not getting as much, but you're still getting a dope figure with the necessity accessories, hands and faces. You know what I mean? So
But I will say this though about the the Tamashii Nation's pop-up shop figures is that
yeah.
like even though
Yo, champ.
oh, Champ's in the this
Very
freaking guy.
boring films. What's up,
My
fella?
audio is low. Okay, thank you. I will turn it up.
Ooh.
Thank you. Okay, I hope this is better. Appreciate you letting me know it's at. Oh, it's on
Champ
max.
said, "Oh yeah."
Actually, wait, hold on. Maybe instead of doing, hold on, let me check one other thing on
Yeah,
here.
fix that on up there, feller.
Okay.
Champ's like, darn it, I wish I went live with them.
Okay, how is this right now? I brought it. Okay, my makeup game is usually at 9. I brought it up to 11.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe turn
How
the volume down. Is this better? Let me know, you guys.
how's it now, Sir Champ Animation?
Yeah, let me know.
Champ, welcome to the live, buddy.
Yeah, welcome to the live stream.
New subscriber, Champ Animation, everyone.
Actually, maybe I should turn Sean's volume lower so that we're all equalized.
Oh, The Equalizer, starring Denzel Washington, the best actor ever.
Oh my goodness.
Super Figure said, I'm hoping to see best selection figures for Sasuke, Kakashi, Itachi. You know what? They definitely should do best selections of Kakashi and Sasuke and even Sakura, even though not too long ago she was on like a crazy sale on Amazon for that best selection $35 price tag. Very boring films. So Super Figures, I do want to see more best selection figures as well, because you have some figures that are like 70, $80. Now you take away a few accessories, they're pretty much half the price and more affordable for collectors. Sean audio is good, but Heesh, you need to go up on your audio. Also, would join, but I'm busy. ATM. LOL.
Well, we still appreciate you like hopping in for the stream and stuff. But okay, by the way, the I wanted to say this real quick. It's actually much louder for me. Ooh, it's going into my headphones. The even though the pop-up shops might be exclusives for like a little bit, I noticed that for whichever reason you can still find the figures on like, Japanese or like, like third-party sites and such. Like it's actually, you can get the Tamashii Nation's pop-up shop exclusive Kid Goku on modelhobbystore.com. Like for
Doesn't
46
Big Bad
bucks.
Toy Store get them too? But
I
I
don't
think they
think Big
charge a
Bad Toy
little
Store
more.
got them. Like I think that
If they do though, they charge like an extra $20 or something.
Yeah, but the fact that you can get the that figure right now when it's supposed to be a Tamashii Nation's exclusive just goes to show like this website's actually like doing stuff for you, which I appreciate.
For retail price, yeah, that is cool.
That's
website's doing that. Very boring film said I canceled on my SH figure art Akatsuki's because they were way too expensive for what they come with. Figure Arts has gone astro at prices lately. Yeah, they definitely have. And if you did watch the last video I did, and we've mentioned this on a couple podcast episodes, prices do get a bit ridiculous. Like the Akatsuki, like Itachi, he's like 75, $85 depending on where you buy him. And I think Payne's around the $75 price mark as well, which now that's like a basic SH Figure Arts price. It's not like the lower $35 figures, or it's not overly priced, or something being like $100. Like whenever you buy a Mesco figure or a Mayfex figure, Figure Arts' basic price now I feel like is like the $70, $75 price range, which is fine, but I feel like they definitely should give you an effect or something with that price tag. Like I love that they gave the Akatsuki robe, so I don't mind them not giving an effect, and you gave us like a cloth wire.
I just realized why your audio was louder. I had it like at 185% on Discord.
So, there we go.
Yeah, that
so
got
you
fixed.
Figured it out. And then Very Boring Films also said Model Hobby Store is legit AF. They ship everything bubble wrap. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
stores that do that.
But Superfigure said
Superfigs.
that here in Canada he pre-ordered Pain, but he was $130.
Ouch! Ouch!
Bro,
Where'd you
Canada's
pre-order them? Big Bad Toy Store? I could see them doing that.
everything
I
in
mean,
Canada is like extra overpriced, bro.
yeah, not just that. If he's having it shipped from the US, you're going to be paying like 25 to almost $40 for shipping alone. International shipping has always cost an arm and a leg, which is crazy. So, I mean, if it was like $40, 130, so he probably paid retail like 90, I'm guessing, or maybe 100, depending where he got it.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, that does kind of suck.
it
But
does suck. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
but what were you going to say?
I was gonna bring the conversation over to talking about
Ooh.
the other topic, which I'm pretty sure was gonna be. Well, we're gonna talk about Dragon Ball Daima later. Is there anything else that you brought up in our DMs that I
Or the
missed?
Dragon Ball movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
Let's talk about the reissues
so
actually, because they're reissuing.
okay, yeah. Since we're
We're still talking about
started
figures.
off with broccoli, so we have 3 new reissues from the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball line. No surprise, one of them we've gotten a reissue already, but the other 2 we haven't gotten reissues, and I believe all 3 of them will be in Walmart and Target stores. So we're
Mm.
getting a reissue once again of the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the new Vegeta, the one that released a couple months ago, the Super Saiyan Blue one. That's $35. So those should be hitting retail stores like Target and Walmart. And then the new Cell Saga Gohan is getting reissued, the one with the cloth wired cape. So that is definitely dope. He still is like retail price, but I think they're doing a reissue so they can put them up in stores like Target and Walmart, which is awesome. So I love being able to find new figure arts in Walmart and Target. I remember when like the line first kind of started getting popular, you could not find these in
Mm.
stores. No Toys R Us, no Walmart, no Target. If you're lucky, you find them in a comic book shop. But still, that was even rare. So I'm loving that we're seeing more variety in the Dragon Ball line popping up in Walmarts and Targets. I still never got that Gohan, so if I see him, I'm gonna buy him. I was planning on buying him on Big Bad Toy Store. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Not
But
even
I
just that,
like
but
that they're doing this.
it's also exciting that they're re-releasing the Gohan. 'Cause, like, I didn't actually get that
Yeah.
figure yet, but not even, but
Oh,
also
you
just
didn't get it either. So Champ, out of all 3 of us, Champ was the only one who got it.
yeah, but also there's a third party kit that's out on 5K Toys.
With the
It's
power down hair sculpt?
no, with the Super Saiyan 2 hair sculpt, and he's got like the really cool faces and whatnot. It's
Oh,
from
yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
yeah,
Yep.
it's from this company.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm loading up 5K Toys right now because I can't remember the name of the company for the life of me.
And what sucks is you don't know if it's in stock or is it pre-order. So you
Um,
either got to go on featured
I'm trying to
pre-order or
yeah, I'm
featured
trying to check,
stock.
but like 5K Toys is just not working for me right now.
I do know what you're talking about though.
Might as well use my phone
Yeah,
too.
that did. I remember seeing that one and then seeing the. So wait, this Gohan doesn't come with like this. He comes because he has the regular Super Saiyan hair. He doesn't have the Super Saiyan 2 one, or you're just saying this custom one or third party one is just
I'm saying
much
that there's a
better.
third party company that gave this a Super Saiyan 2 hair that's supposed to
That
go onto that Gohan, which is being reissued from Tamashii Nations.
yeah.
So I'm thinking that that's just like a good way for them to go release. I'm just trying to find the figure right now, but I think that what happened is they might have gone out of stock because some of these figures might have like they sold out like
Oh,
very
that's
quickly.
yeah. The only other hair sculpt he has is like the windy, wavy hair that the figure comes with. So like this one right here.
Yeah,
So yeah, that kind of sucks that he doesn't come with a Super
they're
Saiyan
just
2. I didn't
gone,
even
bro.
notice that. They might have sold out.
Yeah, I think they sold out. Man, that
That's
sucks.
re- I never noticed that with this Cell Saga Gohan that he doesn't come with the Super Saiyan 2 hair sculpt.
Maybe I can get it
Meanwhile, all
off
the other
Model
ones
Hobby
did.
Store.
Yeah, you'll probably be able to find it somewhere, unless like if anything you go on eBay. But
Let me go on new
yeah,
products.
I do want to get that Gohan. So if I don't get him on Big Bad Toy Store, because I think he's $60, which I believe is his retail price,
Mm-hmm.
or 50 or something. If I don't see it in stores before, I'm just gonna buy it on Big Bad Toy Store. Because yeah, I need to get that Gohan. That's probably my favorite version of Gohan from the Cell Saga.
Yes, champ.
That
Air Studios. Like freak. I should have bought those
Air,
head sculpts because now like the Goku and the Gohan head sculpts are all sold out. So
yeah,
very
the
big bummer.
Teen Gohan with the wired cape is getting reissued, champ. Do y'all
No,
collect
he's talking about
CT?
Air Studios with the freaking with the head sculpt set that sold out.
Yeah, but before Champ was saying what Gohan, I'm
Oh,
confused.
that one.
I don't think he knew what Gohan we were talking about.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Trunks asked if we collect CT toys. What does CT toys make?
Is CT Toys the ones that oh, it's on the table. Is that
They
the one that made the
sound
Mystic
familiar.
Gohan?
Oh yeah, I think is that who that is, Trunks? CT Toys, the one that made the Mystic Gohan?
Like the Gohan with the
Didn't
Kai
didn't
outfit.
didn't you get that,
I
Starblast?
I did get that. Yeah, I just it's in storage right now. I'm looking around
Yeah.
thinking I might have, it's still here.
Ek
No, it's in storage.
Ekwan said Android 17 and 18 need more love, man. They definitely should do some 3.0 versions of the Z versions for sure. CT to
Bootleg figures in high. Oh, I think he's talking about the Spider-Man figures that got
oh, and
announced, like the
they're in
black suit,
they're in cloth clothing. Those ones.
something like that.
I think. All right. I think I know what you're
Actually,
talking
no,
about.
not cloth clothing. I don't know where that's coming from. I'm tripping,
I
bro.
don't know if I ever got one. I might have. Did CT Toys makes the third party Mafex figures? CT Toys are the ones that make bootleg Mafex figures for only like. Oh, okay. I've never gotten a bootleg one of those, but I do have the bootleg Amazing Yamaguchi Venom here, and it's not that bad. Well, he's kind of. Oh no, he's not getting dusty. Actually, he is
Mm.
getting dusty. Yeah, I got the. This was only like $25.
Wait a
I mean,
second. That's a bootleg.
yeah, it's the knockoff version.
That's
I mean,
insane.
yeah, a lot of bootlegs look really good. They straight up just copy the actual figure. The only annoying thing is the top of his head, the that pegs on and off,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really if it could fall right off. That's the only like really annoying thing about it. Well, it was only $25. But yeah, I've always been tempted to get some of the CT toy stuff. The like $20 Mayfix bootlegs. I never have though.
Oh snap!
Uh
I found the Air
the,
Studio Gohan on the. It's still on 5K after all. This one.
oh, okay. Hold on, let me see. I won't have that screen up.
There you
How
go.
much is it? Like $40? Yeah, yeah.
It's
HM.
yeah, it's yeah, full price is $39 plus shipping.
It's not bad. So
That
it'll
is not
probably be
bad
like
at all.
30, 35, $36. You should buy it soon before it's too late.
Maybe.
You know what sucks? Like when they get low on stock, they should tell you how many they have. So you know like how much time you have to buy
You know what? You're right. You're right.
it.
And then
But they
they
don't.
like they have a Beast Gohan variant of him as a kid for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah. Yeah. I remember when they were showing those. That's when like we were getting so many different custom head sculpts from different third party stuff, and it was kind of like overwhelming for all three of us when we were doing a podcast episode because we were just getting so much. But yeah, I remember seeing their stuff, and it did look really good and very tempting to
Mm-hmm.
get. I think we missed a couple comments. Hold on, let me see. Super figures. Wait, very boring films. Yeah, no stands or effects. Bandai's tripping. Yeah, they rarely give stands anymore. And yeah, you barely get effects, which is bullshit. Super figures. I wasn't gonna buy the store exclusive Naruto, but my cousin went to New York City in November and got him for me at Tamashi Nation store. Nice. Which Naruto was that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I forgot too. They made like so many of like the same Naruto, like the 99 one. Then you had Sage Mode who just had the coat, cloth wired coat, and the scroll and effects and stuff, and he was like $100 on Premium Bandai.
Oh,
Then you had the Karama Link with him.
they do have a base form Gohan, like
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
this.
Yeah, that's the one I remember seeing the most. Very boring films. Hopefully, the reissues fix Gohan's problems. Very boring films. What were the problems that Gohan had? Because I remember the battle damage one had the crappiest ankle articulation. I hated it. You pretty much didn't get any pivot out of it. I hope that's not the issue with this one.
Hmm.
Ekwan. Oh yeah, I already read that. Super figures. I remember people found the Power Ranger Samurai SH figure arts at Toys R Us stores in the US. But yeah, I remember that too. That people were finding Power Ranger figure. Like at the end of Toys R Us's run, they started getting figure arts, and I was like, yes. But then they were closing. I was like, oh, come on, man. Let me see. We're catching up here.
There's a lot of comments right now. My goodness.
Yeah, Ekwan said, oh yeah, yep. The bootleg.
Yeah, we
Super
just talked
figs.
about those reissues.
Yeah, we're at Super Figs. He's the fourth comment from the bottom. So bootlegs are getting better lately. I remember about 6-7 years ago, the bootlegs were complete crap. Yeah, bootlegs, just not just third party companies, but bootleg or knockoff companies are getting really good at their
There was one good bootleg company at the like 6-7 years ago that stood out from the rest.
That tongue.
The Tong, yeah, bro. That's a big
That tongue.
throwback.
Well, remember that first Super Saiyan Vegeta. This when Tamashii Nations like first started. They were only like a couple or a few years into the line, and so many people were new to the line and wanted the Super Saiyan Vegeta. And the only other option besides spending what was it, like $300 to get them, Hish?
Yeah, was to get the bootlegs, and the
bootlegs
the
were 40
like good.
Yeah, they were like $40, right? Or not even? Were they more
some
or
of
less?
Them were like they were like $40 or something. Like
yeah,
that. Like
but
actually,
then
I think some were 20. Like the one that stands out was like the future Trunks figure, because like that was actually really good for the time and such.
Yeah, well, you remember with Dao Tong and the Super Saiyan Vegeta, that one started getting so popular. He eventually got to $100, the Dao Tong one, and it was like, what is going on here? That was crazy. The first legit good bootleg getting super expensive because the original was so hard to find, and then you had the bootleg, which was your only other option. But then everybody started
the
going
first form Frieza from Datong was actually amazing. Like I think that actually,
I totally forgot they did that.
They did do that.
That's right.
The only reason why, because I remember why I got that figure. So I got the first form, the actual official first form Frieza from this guy. It was awesome because it was like just for $100. It was this Broly here that got reissued, and then there was this Android 16, a couple of like bootleg bodies for Goku, and the Frieza. But when the box got over to me, there was like a hole in the box, and I think the freaking tail that Frieza used to wrap around Vegeta, like got So what I did was
it like came off.
Yeah, it must have fell out the box or something because the guy said he shipped it in there. So I just like what I did was I got
it was missing.
It was missing, yeah. But I'm not gonna complain. It's $100 for that whole thing. Like,
yeah.
Way more than that. But like the what I did was I got the Datong and it didn't fit. Then I put a little bit of glue around it, some like super glue, and then with
let it dry.
Yeah, they let it dry. Then it was able to actually fit in there. So
I'm telling you, that does wonders when you do that super glue trick. If like a peg is a little too small, you put like a little layer of super glue, let it dry. It does wonders and works. And sometimes it's the joints nice and tight, not too tight, and it just works really well. That's a lifesaver there.
Super Figure said, I remember like 7 years ago, I got a bootleg SH Figure Art Sasuke, and that thing was total crap.
Yeah.
Like the arm snap. Yeah, the Naruto.
I remember it.
The Naruto figures were they did not have good bootlegs at all.
Even the original SH Figure Arts Naruto, if you look at it now, it looks so bad. Oh my god, the skin tone, the color, it just looked really bad. But back then, that was like the first coolest Naruto.
Compared to the standard of what we had, like that was good.
Yeah, you didn't catch on to it. Champ said it's crazy that bootlegs and third party are more affordable than official toy lines, and most of them are great quality. Yeah, as me and Starblast were just talking about, and we've talked about on the podcast, is third party stuff is really a lot of the time they're making better stuff, to tell you the truth, than the official figure companies, which is saying a lot. So the price you pay for them is more than worth it, and they hook you up with accessories. They don't nickel and dime you with accessories. They hook you up. Like Tamashii Nations used to. Now they
Like,
nickel and dime the hell out of you with them.
guarantee you that baby trunks that came with the toes and arch trunks. If Figure Wars
Yeah.
were to release that, that would have released with like a Bulma figure or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like it just as an extension thing, and people would have justified buying it, but it's like I don't know, bro. I like that they
Oh,
included that with the figure, anyways.
the Tamashii Nations Naruto store exclusive was that battle damage one. So I think it's like he had like a wash on him. He looked a little more dirty.
Yeah, it
Now I
looked very well
remember.
battle damaged. In all honesty, they should have put in like some sculpts and scratches on it, not just
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
He looked like he had burn
It,
marks on him. Like they just took a like a heater, like a
yeah,
torch, and just like here, oh here's
yeah,
a new
yeah.
figure.
And to them, that's an exclusive. Yeah, it's just like, come on, put a little more effort into it. That's
Which
another thing Tamashii Nations lacks. They don't put the effort in certain
yeah,
things.
but
Like the real quick,
mm,
like when we get the battle damage Dragon Ball figures and they put like little lines, the scratches and shit.
yeah.
Would you prefer them to add the animation or manga lines in there?
On the when you say manga lines, are you talking about like the scratch marks that the characters would have on
Yeah,
their
and you have
and
like a
stuff?
dark line, like a line in it. And on the anime too, it's like a darker shade of like on the skin tone. It'll be like a darker shade or something.
So I will say this is that um Ultra Instinct Goku, for example, I think that
Yeah.
the only way to get a when it's not coming to the re-release that they put out for the Tournament of Power version, that one has like all the scratch marks that comes on each and every single one of his faces, right? And
Yeah.
in this case, it's like you when we're not involving that figure as by itself is not like a clean version of Goku. So if you want to have Goku displayed as Ultra
Yeah.
Instinct, not battle damage, it kind of locks you out of that. But now with the
Yeah, yeah.
Toyotaro variant, like you don't
They
get
did it?
those. No, they don't have those scratch marks on the faces. So
Oh, okay, okay.
but I will say this is that I do think that when you look at the figure, right, you're trying to do head swaps with that Goku. If the
Yeah.
rest of the figure isn't like all battle damage and such, right, or like if you're trying to do head swaps and you put on a base Goku on a battle damage thing and there's like blood on like the body but not on the face, it can look off. So I'm like, on one
Yeah.
hand I think it
So
looks cool, but on the other hand I like that when they don't
well
do that,
as
because then it doesn't look weird when you're doing head
yeah, I
swaps.
see what you're saying. So if you want to use the head sculpts on another figure or something, but as for that the figure alone, just say
Oh, for the
not that
figure alone, the
Goku.
blood looks amazing.
Yeah, but I'm saying like not a black line, but like say his skin tone a little bit darker of a shade of his skin tone in those lines to bring out that detail. You know what I mean?
Like okay, so now you're saying they
or
should
or
mitigate the skin tone and such.
yeah, to bring out the detail so you could see the like the scratch marks or the cuts on him, or like on the what's the warrior, not the awakened warrior, the other one. What the hell is that one called? That Goku.
The 3 point, I just call it 3.0 battle damage Goku.
Yeah, so he has like those like tear marks, but they're just lines on his pants and throughout his body. Now, say they put a darker shade of orange in those lines, you know what I mean, to bring out that detail, and then on the skin tone, a darker shade of the skin tone in those scratch lines.
Personally, I think that those lines should just be black lines. Like if there's a sculpt there, it should be a
Kind of
black
like
line on top of it.
kind of like how the manga would do it.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
I feel like they should do something to bring out that detail. Like I love that they molded it that way or added that sculpt detail, but I would love to be able to see that detail a lot more, but they're just like whatever, throw it out there. Like I was comparing like remember the original Scouter Vegeta, all like the paint detail on it, the shading and everything, and it
mhm.
just even in the Saiyan armor lines, they put a darker shade of like that beige color, and it just looks so nice. Then all of a sudden they just stop doing that, and it just looks very plain and bland. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
They just said screw it at some point. It's
Mhm.
like damn man. Um,
Yeah, they said that the Naruto. Okay, so let me make sure I don't miss any. Hasbro is XP1 said Hasbro is leaving the toy market. What I'm not sure what you mean by that.
yeah,
They're
what do
still
you mean about that one?
yeah, they're
Hasbro is
releasing
leaving the toy market.
like Is it because that is the only thing I can think of why he would say that is because of the fact that this new Spider-Man that's coming out, like the from the Maximum series
Oh,
that everyone's like all excited
yeah.
for, like Rocco did a short on that and said that he has a source that's telling him that that figure is gonna be $70, which is insane for a Hasbro Marvel
Wow,
Legends.
wow, wow. Yeah, that's no, no, no. That you're not
I don't know how credible
using
this source
import.
is.
If that's true, they're not using import quality. They're using their same plastic, which their plastic isn't bad, but it's that rubbery type plastic. You know what I mean? Stop licking the shit out of my arm, dude. My
He's a
dog's
happy
just like
dog.
licking. Yeah, he's licking the shit out of my elbow and my arm. Stop. Um, they're not on that import level. Same with McFarlane Toys. Like I know they want to try to compete, but you're a domestic figure company. You just don't you don't make that import quality figures. Like you guys make fine figures for your figure lines, but you're not SH Figure Arts. You're not one of these top tier companies.
Hmm.
And it's like the one of the main domestic companies I could say is close to import level is like Mezco Toys. I would say NECA, but they use very cheap plastic that can break easily, you know? And it's
Super Super Figures said that the Spider-Man Maximum source was just the Mexican price, which is around $60 in the US. So it's gonna be less.
yeah, I hope so. I don't think that should be over $50.
I
50.
understand why I guess it would be because okay, here's my thing. I still think that Hasbro Marvel Legends should still be within that, that 20 to $30 area, right? Because like,
No.
inflation. You're not going to get a Marvel Legends figure for $25 anymore. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes you will, but like okay. Anyways,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
main
yeah.
point is that for all the accessories that I saw coming with just that figure alone and like it basically having accessories on the level of import quality figures, I can
Yeah.
kind of see why that would justify, the 40 to $50 price point, but not 60, $70.
No,
That's
no,
too
no.
high up there.
Yeah, that's way too much unless you're including like some crazy effects like a big ass spider web or something but I don't even know if he comes with like whipping webs or anything.
I
I
mean,
don't remember seeing that. Like if you're going to include that stuff, all right, you know what? Maybe $60. But maybe throw in like a cool diorama base or something. They got to add more to it. Just I mean, you're giving more accessories, which I love. I'll pay the extra money for it, but if you're overcharging when you shouldn't be, that's not cool to me, man. Burgos,
yeah.
what's up, dude?
No,
Burgos
you
said,
do get whipping webs with that figure. I'll show
okay,
you.
okay, all right.
So it's got
Burgos said,
okay, go,
I
you read the comment, then
yeah,
I'll talk about
yeah.
this.
Virgo said, I didn't want Broly to win the last poll before the EE poll. I want the green hair Broly. I have all the EE on there that I want already. I know what he's talking about. Then Ekwan said, I heard Bandai is doing another round of voting for more reissues. Yes, they are for like their San Diego Comic Con and New York Comic Con exclusives. Go on their Instagram. I made it so they send me a message whenever they do stuff like that. So you have four you could pick four figures,
Yeah.
and me, Champ, and Starblast did it. So if you want to, I'd say go on their Instagram. It's probably somewhere on there. And then real quickly, um Super Figure said, I remember like 7 years ago I got the bootleg of Sasuke, and the thing was total crap. Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
we
we
were
read
just
that
talking.
like
No,
already.
he said it again. He was just saying something else about it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that should not have happened.
Yeah.
Well, bootlegs isn't. Hold on, I want to
And
talk
then,
about the maximum figure. You keep reading comments.
well, these are the last comments. Champ
Okay,
said if that figure is really $70, that price will kill that maximum
yeah,
series.
but
Yeah,
we were already talking about why that would be.
yeah, and then he said regular legends are already too expensive at the
Yeah.
moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
call me crazy, but if
Okay.
Marvel
You're crazy.
Legends Spider-Man is like $40 to $50, I actually I would
Yeah.
I can actually understand that. Okay, so look at all the accessories on here. So
Yeah.
you
Three-head
get
sculpts.
yeah, the Parker head, the McFarlane style head, another one where it's like the eyes are a little bit more closed. You got three
Yeah.
different webs, right?
Okay.
Like I think it's three different. Well, yeah, like 'cause it's like it's one right here, one right
Yep.
there, and then one to like to the very left side of the box. You know,
Yeah.
the whipping hands are not like the same. They sculpt
So he
the
has.
fingers a little bit more differently on each of them. You can see
Yeah,
one of them
that's
is more
cool.
bent
They're
in.
like bent. Yeah. See, I like when they do that when the pinky's
Yeah,
bent a little bit. So he has 8 hands in total. It looks
yeah,
like.
wall crawling hands, and then oh, and don't even get me
What are
started.
those?
On the top, we got whipping hands with webs in them. So there's even
Oh, that's cool. All right, that I like.
I
What's
am
the ones in between all the hands? The
oh
is that like interchangeable wrists
so yeah,
without
this
his gloves
interchangeable
on?
wrist where you get to see the web shooters underneath the
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool. Okay, so he has a total of 12 alternate hands, and one of them has molded thwipping webs, which I do
yeah.
like. That's pretty cool. Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry, we
50.
forgot
I
one
could
thing.
see
He also has a
50
spider sense
bucks.
effect.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that too. Yeah. So 50 bucks definitely is not a bad price at all for that. 60 bucks I feel like is definitely pushing it. You
Mm-hmm.
are definitely pushing
Oh
it a
yeah,
bit.
and web holding hands. You can like so you can have them swinging.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only
I'm trying
thing. Go ahead.
I'm wondering if they added any more articulation so you have more range compared to a regular Marvel Legends.
He has a
There
lot.
has to be. Like the Spider-Man figures already have toe hinges. That should already have a toe hinge. I feel like their ankle pivot, the rocker, should be updated. Because that rocker, a rocker is good, but when you keep using the pivot, it just angles it such a weird way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Unless it has like a boot cut, then you could fix it. So I feel like an ankle rocker is really good, but you got to put like an ankle swivel or a boot swivel in there.
Yeah. There's
So
one thing that I think that I wish that this figure had as well, and that is sculpted webbing. If it had sculpted webbing, that would be great.
oh yeah,
It
yeah,
seems like
that looks
that's
painted on.
yeah, that
Yeah.
looks very much painted on because
Do
this
you think the spider logo is sculpted? It kind of looks like it, but I'm not
it's
sure.
hard to tell from like the plastic and such, like
But
reflecting from like the lighting from
yeah,
when they took the picture. So
but
I maybe.
you have a good point there because to me that's always been very cheap and half-assed. To me, that's why they were cheaper figures, Marvel Legends. They just paint like the webbing or specific detail. They just throw some paint on it. Like Shocker, the same thing. To me, it's very cheap. Now, if you want to charge that import type-ish price, you need to add that sculpt detail in there. Like even sculpted veins. And I believe they started sculpting veins like on Wolverine and stuff. So you gotta sculpt on detail like that if you want to go to that higher price point, man.
I
You
think
gotta
this
add
has
in
like a
that detail.
quadruple neck peg or something. Because it's got like a when you look at the neck, right? There's a separation right there, so you can
Yeah,
see
at the lower
articulation.
neck.
Yeah, at the lower
Yeah.
neck and
Oh,
at the
click
upper neck.
zoom in on it again. Yeah, you
Yeah,
had it at the neck right where it
the
meets the torso.
yeah the lower neck and the upper neck. So that's good head articulation if we're able to get that
And
much of it.
one thing I've never liked with Marvel Legends is that disc hinge that
Mm.
they always had at the upper neck. I hate that. I like when they use the barbell type joint because you could do the pivot. With the that disc, you pretty much only get forward and back. I like when you can move the head all around like this, Heesh. Like what
Yeah, yeah,
imports.
yeah.
You can move it anywhere you want
And
with
he does seem to. I just want to go over this. He does seem to have the butterfly swivel, and then if you wanted to as well, like he's got like that extra swivel on the wrist, even though you don't really need it. It's because of like the swapping, like wrists and such from
like he has a
the web
cut.
shooter. Yeah, there's a cut right there because of
There's a
the
cut here for a swivel.
yeah an extra one
But then
because he has the interchangeable like web shooter pieces. Remember, like this thing, so they need to add
oh
in that
yeah,
cut.
yeah. And but he still has the hinge, correct, for all the hands, like the basic Marvel Legends
Yeah,
hinge. And then when you
they all
peg it
got the
in,
hinges and
you
stuff.
have that swivel. And okay, I could see the swivel right under the double jointed elbows there.
Yeah,
See, I feel like they should update the wrist articulation too, because you only have the two options of hinging and swiveling. You can't move it all around like a real wrist. like what imports do.
Yeah,
You know?
but I don't know. Do you think that the wrist hinges and such would be better for the figure or worse? Consider because when we consider the type of
What,
plastic,
like giving it a joint like what imports have?
yeah,
Like a
because
ball hinge type thing?
yeah, that type of thing for
I
wrists.
feel like it would definitely
Are we?
benefit it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Marvel
mean,
Legends just isn't at that level yet. I don't think so.
yeah, yeah. Even like NECA, they used to use that same hinge and swivel,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then they went to I think like a barbell type joint, which was odd. And then they went back to the hinge and swivel. To me, I like that barbell type joint, but I think the issue was it kept getting loose. I
Yeah.
don't know why you use a barbell type joint really for a wrist joint. I think a ball hinge is really the route to go for wrist joints. Even ankle joints, a ball hinge is probably the best. Like the Beast DD Xeno, Vegeta has ball hinge on the ankles, which is great. You get great ankle articulation out of it. So it seems like they aren't updating certain points of articulation. They're just adding like a cut in the middle of the forearm, which if he had a ball hinge, you wouldn't need that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like they're adding unnecessary cuts that you don't need. Well, they could have just updated that wrist joint to like a ball hinge or something. Once again, they're taking shortcuts,
Oh,
which
what's his what
clits. Whoa, whoa,
Clitorium. I don't know how to
whoa.
pronounce their name. Read their no, shut up.
Clitorium, yeah.
Clitorium. Okay, thank you. Has it Hasbro has double wrist hinges on their Fortnite Victory Royale links. Okay, so it's on their Fortnite series. I didn't know that Hasbro made. You know what? Okay. That makes okay. I forget that Hasbro is like multiple different companies and such because the people that working on Marvel Legends, people working on Fortnite stuff, they're all like
Yeah,
and the
it's
people
just
working
like
on
figure
Transformers.
arts. It's different teams. Yeah, totally different team does Black Series, totally different team does Marvel Legends, totally different team does G.I. Joe stuff, totally
Yeah.
different. It's all different teams working on them. But like you and me said about Hasbro, SH Figure Arts, Smash Nations, why don't these guys get like work off some of the better aspects to what they do with their figures and add it with theirs and
Yeah.
share it?
You know
You
what
know
I
what
would
I mean?
do is when they're at that point, like okay, just occasionally switch the members of the team around. Okay, you're with the Transformers team, go to Marvel Legends team. You're with the Marvel Legends team, go to Fortnite.
Yeah. They
Like
could be
just
like, you know what? We do this with our shoulder joint, like Sanji with Spy Family. Like we do this with our Spy Family shoulders and suits. What if
garner
we
all
never
of the
look
experience and
like?
such with all of these different figures, like to so that they could like figure this out and learn to
Yeah.
where they can improve it, or maybe they can just like when they can share the information, right? When they
Yeah,
already
yeah.
know the exact engineering, they can literally take. I think most wrist pegs, like all they have to do, they don't even have. They can just keep literally just make them exactly the same. Just scale them up, scale them down, make them whichever color of plastic you need, and they can work
Yeah.
on like literally like every single type of figure. Or same with like neck pegs and whatnot. Like Revoltech
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uses the same exact peg for almost all of their figures in almost every single joint, and
Yeah.
these figures end up actually working, for the price that you're getting them at. And
Well,
so
I don't think they have different teams with Revoltech, Amazing Yamaguchi. It's all the same people working on the same stuff. So all their Marvel stuff's the same, all their anime stuff is the same, all their DC stuff is the same, and so on. That's why all their figures are all identical to each other. And you see with every release, they update something. If it doesn't work, you don't see them do it. They try to fix it with like the next release. So that is something I do like about Amazing Yamaguchi, Rebel Tech, whatever you want to call them. Same with Mafex. Mafex, from what I know, I don't think they have different teams working on stuff either because all their figures are identical, which is what these bigger companies should be doing. Figure Arts, Hasbro, and whoever else does that, where they work in different teams and they never talk to each other. So it would definitely benefit the company, and it would just be it would just make all the figures they make awesome as hell. You
mhm.
know, it would really elevate every figure they make in all their lines. Hold on.
Ghost
CM
Rider.
Brock said, "What's up? What's going on, CM Brock? I'm not falling for it. I got enough Spider-Man figures. How many do you need?" Yeah, we're always going to get more and more Spider-Man. Quentin Brooks, what's up, bro? He said, "How does the cloth make Pain 90 in the US?" And people on Instagram on Tamashi page is defending it, and some are upset. Is he 90?
It
I
doesn't.
I
It
pre
doesn't
I
make him 90
pre-ordered.
bucks because Itachi was not 90 bucks, right?
Yeah, I pre-ordered. Yeah, Tachi is like 75, 85. I think I got Pain pre-ordered for like 80, 75, 80 on Big Bad Toy Store. And then
Mm.
Quentin Brooks said if Spider-Man is 35 to 40, I'm good. 50 is a stretch.
Mm.
Burgos, you can get me FX Spider-Man 185 for $45 in Hobby Genki before shipping. Interesting. Superfigs, Marvel Legends is actually slowly phasing out of the disc hinge and using the barbell joint more. That I do like. Same, the other thing I hate with them is they keep using that damn swivel at the waist. That is so outdated. Stop it. And then when they would use the hinge at the torso, I hate those two combination of joints so much. Clitorium. Hasbro has done wrist hinge. Oh yeah, yeah, you were just saying that. Superfigs.
They literally all they have to do is make it like how third parties would, where they have the double ball peg
Yeah,
at the lower crotch area, and then the double ball peg like at the waist section.
yeah,
So then
yeah,
it's that simple. There's gonna be a
yeah.
bit of separation, right? But that's why you have the floating pieces, and then that just
Mhm,
makes and then the articulation will make it all the more worth it.
yeah. This is why, like, I really do not collect Marvel Legends that much. Like, they still use some of these old joint systems, like this Iron Man here. This is exactly what I was talking about. Starblast. I
Mm-hmm.
hate how you just have a swivel at the freaking waist. Like, come on, what is this? 2003, and then you have what is this joint called? I know it's a hinge.
Hinge joint. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what people call it. But this, I hate this too. It's such an outdated joint system. And I feel like some of the newer stuff they've been giving you like the ball joint or barbell joint at the torso cut, and I've been liking that a lot more because you can move it all around. You're not just stuck with forward and back and waist swivel. You know what I mean? It's just
Mm-hmm.
an outdated joint system. So if they're
Is floating pieces on figures really that hard for US companies to do? Because
I feel like it's cheaper for them to do this. That's probably why they do it, and they already have it. That it's just a mold they just reuse over and over. You know,
yeah,
that's why I feel like they do that. But stuff like that is what keeps me away from Marvel Legends. You're just giving us the same, like here and there they update certain joints, right? Like finally giving their Spider-Man figures toe hinges, which they've never done in
mm-hmm.
all the years Hasbro
Look, they
got the
didn't need
Marvel
to, but I
Legends
mean, hey, it's a
license.
good addition.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying with their torso joints, I hate that joint system. It's just so to me, it's like a 2003 to like it's old school, an old school joint system that I feel like is just outdated. You know what I mean? We're in 2025 and you're still using a hinge at the torso and a old waist swivel. To me, those are outdated uses for torso and waist joints compared to like even NECA uses like these barbell or ball joints for their waist and torso. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? They're a domestic company. Even Mezco does it. You don't get the best range in a lot of them, but at least they have them on there and they have they have more of an updated joint system than Marvel Legends. What's other companies? Even McFarlane updated his torso joints to that. You know, I don't know if he ever used that hinge.
I think he
I
did.
mean,
He did for a
he
couple
might
stuff.
have. Yeah, even NECA used to just have a waist swivel, but they updated
Actually, he
it,
might not have. Now thinking about it, if anything, it was a single jointed.
or it was like a statue.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's read some of these
Yeah.
comments. C said, "What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late. How you doing, C?" So he's asking, "Do you
Yeah,
guys
I'll
think they
see.
will make One Punch Man figures for season 3?" I mean, they might be. You know what? I hope they do, because they've been
Who?
SH Figure Arts. SH
You know what? Yeah, because
$35 Saitama. Give it to me.
and they're picking up every goddamn anime license they can. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure Mizamaguchi probably will too, since they're already making
Yeah,
Saitama, Genos, and Garu. But yeah, I could see Figure Arts
yeah.
revealing Saitama and
I want to
Genos.
make sure we speed run through these questions though, because like not talk too much, because there's so many. I want to make sure we get through
Yeah,
them all.
yeah, yeah.
Let me see here. Ab
Ab
Crunch.
Crunch. That's what it was called. Ab Crunch.
There it
Remember,
is.
I was
Oh
like,
my
what is it?
gosh,
What
thank
is
you.
it called?
Okay, okay. Very boring film said I
Very
need my
boring films.
Spider-Man
Right?
figures to do two things. The
Two
proper.
things. A
Why are we
proper
both
walk
reading it at the
crawl.
same time?
I'm doing that on
I'm
purpose.
reading. Let me read. I need my Spider-Man fix to do two things: the proper wall crawl with the head looking forwards, and I need him to do the McFarlane crouch.
McFarlane Crouch.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. Like he's talking about that one comic book where he's like with the cover where he's like
Oh,
doing that with the
okay.
spider, the pose.
I was thinking like his figures. I'm like, can you even get McFarlane figures in a crouch?
Yeah. I got confused for a
He's talking
second.
about his artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clitorium. Clitorium. Since you dislike Ab Crunch, what do you think of the 25 Baki figures Storm put up for pre-order? Oh, I didn't really look into that. I got to look at it. I saw like pictures, but I glimpsed at it. I mean, $25. I don't know. I got to take a look at it, but still, I don't like the ab crunch. To me, it's just an outdated joint system for a torso. All right,
And
you
then
read the next one. We'll go
okay,
back
wait.
and forth.
Very boring films basically said he got the Baki figure. He's excited to check it out. That's awesome.
He got it for his kid.
Yeah, and Bozzy's also very excited for the Baki. You know, especially because it's $20.
Yeah.
Ghost Trav said Marvel Maximum Aunt May win.
She's next.
Yeah,
Clitorium. The secret to the ball joint at the diaphragm and waist is have of an extra deep notch going forward. I did that to my agent Helix, and she poses like a dream now. Oh, you're talking about what game? What game figures was he just talking about? Fortnite.
Yeah.
Very boring films. I think that arena line could take. Oh, he's talking about the Baki stuff. Could take off if the output is full steam. It definitely could. If it's the usual waiting game from Storm, then yeah, Storm can play a good waiting game. Mezco's the best at it though. Clitorium, Mezco should do a Saitama figure. That would be interesting. Bazi, after this, you go, Starblast. Bazi, speaking of anime, I'm surprised no one has been keeping an eye on the Jazzware stuff. They are budget, but a decent price.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
C's
responding.
Okay, let's try to read the ones that we know are questions. I'm just kind of like browsing through. I love the new line. Really hope that they make side characters, not only make characters because you. Yeah. So okay, Champ said. Okay,
wait. Whoa, hold up. Akaza pre-order just announced. Hold on, Burgos.
Okay, get on that.
Thank you. No, there it is. Thank goodness.
Hasbro needs to give animated characters proper cell shading. The Spider-Man Unlimited had no cell shading and looks like a naked figure. Yeah, I saw your video on that where you actually, gave him some like cell shading like in the face and such to make it look more accurate to how he was in the show. That makes
this Akaza, bro.
That makes sense. Bozzy said, "Yep, same. The Astonishing Wolverine is the best Wolverine Hasbro has made with its own new molded. I kind of like it over the SH Figure Arts Wolverine. I have not seen very much of that, but I'll take your word for it. I would actually like to see a maximum style.
It did
Wolverine.
look like a good figure, though. That definitely looked like a good figure. That's when they released Superior Spider-Man, the new one, and then that Wolverine.
Yeah.
Jazzwares. Wait, who is that? Jazzwares is making Tokyo Ghoul figures. Interesting.
That is news. Hasbro did the Power Rangers line,
is interesting.
Since the very beginning, they had the better ab crunch with the diaphragm joint.
Wait, what was that?
Super Figures said
the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that, comparing like why don't they have a better ab crunch and such.
Yeah.
Oh, February 3 is when the pre-order starts for Akaza. So
a couple days. I think that's Monday actually, right?
Yeah,
Monday.
Yeah, Burgos is asking if we ordered Ace. I didn't order Ace, but I know Sean and
I did.
And
definitely me and Champ did. I should have my Ace, the US release, which is February. So whenever he releases in the US because I pre-ordered mine on Big Bad Toy Store.
Okay. Clitorium said the negative reception to the
Praetorium!
animated VHS line is probably why Spider-Man Unlimited has no cell shading. That, to be honest, it's like I've
Yeah.
never seen it, right? Like I've never watched Spider-Man Unlimited, but I have
Yeah, I
it,
never did either.
but like I do kind of like the design. I know a lot of people have very soft spots for it. Like it's the underrated, like, Spider-Man story that didn't
Ruthie,
get
relax.
that didn't get
No, no,
appreciated
no,
enough
buddy.
back then, and that they have a personal connection with it. It's just awesome. I
Yeah.
respect that, with new Spider. Speaking of Spider-Man, bro, did you hear that that new Spider-Man show that's coming out is getting very positive reviews and such from a lot of different people.
No, I have not heard that. Yeah, but I know what show you're talking about. July.
Yeah. Let me see here. Burgo said he got. I'm assuming he's talking about Ace. He got his amazing figure already. Maybe the best figure of the year, and is the same price
What,
as
the
Pain.
Ace?
Yeah, the Ace is same price as Pain which comes with no accessories. Yeah, honestly,
Well,
like maybe I'm. It's bro. The
definitely
figures
could be in like top 5, but Sabo is really good. I don't know if you got Sabo yet, but I'm pretty sure
isn't the issue
Ace
with
is
Sabo is
probably a
he
little better than Sabo.
does he
What
not
happened?
have a yeah Ace will probably be better because like doesn't Sabo
No,
have
he
like
he
the
does not have a cloth wired
yeah,
coat,
that's
which
what I
is
was gonna
odd.
ask about. Like Sabo should
So
have one.
odd.
Um,
Yeah, I don't. They need to just stop with the plastic ones. They're already doing the cloth goods. Continue with the cloth goods with the wired machinations.
yeah, yeah. So I would put Ace above Sabo right now. I'm only getting
Yeah.
Unlimited from the new Spidey wave because we haven't had a Toy Biz Unlimited figure since the old shitty Toy Biz Classics one, and I'm not interested in the rest. Bro, Toy Biz Classics had some really good hits and then some other misses. Like that, like
Yeah.
the Toy Biz Classics Venom, like that is such a good Venom. I just sold it, but like it's like that Venom, like even till this very day, still holds up really well. Surprisingly, even with its weird proportions, I think I'm surprised, and I've been saying this for a while. I've been wanting a figure company, a third party company, to take that 12-inch Venom because they basically took so that 12-inch Venom is basically a better version of the Toy Biz Classics Venom, but with better proportions
Yeah.
and such and a different head sculpt. Third party companies need to grab that Venom, the sculpting for that Venom, shrink it down to 6-inch scale, and then give us that if it then release that Venom as its own. That would be the perfect Venom figure. It just gives you
Yeah.
everything. I don't think that I can see them losing the articulated tongue because at a 6-inch scale it'd be very difficult to implement that. At that point, because the
Yeah.
figure's
You'd have to
able
do like what Riveltech did.
no,
Just put
just
the
give
one
us
ball hinge in there.
well you could do that, but I think you can also
Yeah.
just do different tongues and such with different pieces. I think but it would
Yeah.
probably be smarter the way Revoltech went about it.
Yeah, yeah. They just put the tiny ball hinge in there, which worked pretty good. But you can do different head sculpts, which just sound like what you were gonna say, right?
I mean, you could do different head sculpts, yeah. Like just have the base head sculpt that came with it. Do Marvel Select type of head sculpt, like like different
Yeah.
variations of Venom and such with like the different styles. I think that would just be an amazing third party figure, bro. If I was like if I knew how to make like third party figures and such, I would totally do that. Like
Same here.
like man, third party companies need to hire me so that like I can say, okay, this would be cool. Like this is what people would buy. They would love this, and this would do really well if we made it good quality. Like
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
like
You're like,
bring me
hire me. You don't even need to pay me.
like well no, they should pay me. China, like
Yeah.
like reach out to me, man. I got ideas. I
Oh
got you.
man. Anyway, you think we should rippity wrap it up? I think my dog needs to go
Bro,
out
you're gonna
'cause
rip
it
it up
kinda
when
keeps staring
Contorium's
at you.
talking about Mayfex Gambit.
Mayfex Gambit.
You,
Who's talking about
you can
Mayfex
probably
Gambit? Where?
steal a Mayfex Gambit coat and give it to Sabo.
That is correct. You know what? I'm just waiting for like GPS Lot to make one. I'm sure there's going to be one on eBay any day now.
I'm surprised you haven't made a cloth cape yet for Sabo.
No, I mean, we can. My girl doesn't really like making like coats and stuff. They're difficult to make. They really are, and they're very time consuming. She likes sticking more to like capes or like Jedi robes or something that's not incredibly difficult to do. because it's very time consuming, especially when it's just one person making them. You know.
Yeah. Yo,
But
Quentin's in here saying we need Jada Toys to make Tekken and Mortal Kombat and get DC license. That would help.
I heard a lot of people aren't happy with Jada Toys' Saigot and Vega that the prototype on display figures look really good, but the final products that just released, their faces like look really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people seem to be upset about that.
Yeah,
So
I've heard that quite a few
there we
times.
got a nice good chat going on here.
Yeah, man,
But
we're getting a ton of viewers right now. Like we're almost at like
what
20
is it,
viewers, and now we're
Wednesday?
getting ready to leave.
Yeah. Wednesday might be a good. Well, we're gonna go live again probably Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, one of those
But
days.
I feel like you guys like it more when we just BS about figures.
You
I
know,
mean, we all love figures. Like
that
we
is
try
what
to
the
do
channel
anime
is
stuff
for.
too. Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean, maybe we could do a little bit about the Daima episodes and maybe talk more figures or something.
yeah, that sounds like a
Because
plan.
yeah, we tried to put like a little list of stuff to talk about, but when you guys talk more in the comments, it helps us bring up different topics to talk about. So I mean, like time flew by for us here. I know it did for me.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. This was really fun,
Thank
Sean.
you.
You know, even though
Yeah,
it's not a plastic power podcast or whatnot, we should do stuff like this more often. I think
yeah.
just BSing, talking to more people. I think we can do that more on the podcast. But it's like just
Well,
talking about toys
let's
is always
try it
good.
out. Let's try it out Friday or Saturday when we're doing the next
Yeah.
podcast
By the
episode. Maybe
yeah.
we'll just have a rough idea of figures or something that we're going to
Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys are still around, like you're seeing this right now, leave a like. It definitely helps out the stream. I'm gonna leave a like in 3, 2,
like
1.
a
Like the video right now. Bring the spike up on the thing so that we can see it rise. All right.
like.
Like. Let's see those numbers. Let's get those numbers going. I'm gonna refresh it so I can see the like go up. Let me see here. There we go. Yo, 10 likes. Let's go. I love to see that.
Hell yeah, that's what we'd like to see,
Appreciate
everyone.
it. All
Yeah,
right.
guys, if you want to join us again, either Friday or Saturday, we'll make posts about it before we go live. So we'll do something similar. We like when you guys are very active in the comment or the chat section here. So let's do that again when we do the next podcast episode Friday or Saturday. And thanks for joining us on this live random episode. Me and Starblast did. Starblast, thank you for joining as well, good sir.
Happy to be here, man. All right. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll see